Learning House, your online education partner, presents a tutorial that will familiarize the instructor with creating a rubric to be used in grading assignments and saving it for future use. In the navigation block that you find in the stack of blocks to your right is the My Courses link. Click the My Courses link to view a drop-down list of all the courses you are enrolled in as an instructor. Click the course for whose assignments you would like to use a grading rubric. The screen refreshes to display a new set of blocks in the stack to your right. Under the Activities block, you will find the Assignments link. Click the Assignments link. The screen that appears displays a list of assignments in the main text area. Click the name of the assignment for which you would like a rubric to be used. The screen refreshes to display a new set of blocks in the stack to your right. Under the Settings block, you will find the Advanced Grading link. Click the Advanced Grading link to view a drop-down containing the Define Rubric link. Click the Define Rubric link. In the screen that appears, there are several fields. Setting values to each of these will define the rubric. The very first one is the Name field. Here you enter a name for the rubric. Next is the Description field that comes with a complete text editor. Enter a brief description of the rubric so that users may know how it is to be understood. Right below the description field is the space where you create a rubric to set criteria for the grading of assignments. Initially, you will find here only a single row of 4 columns. Let us say, for example, you are grading essays in English literature. You may possibly choose to grade them based on criteria such as 1. Thesis. 2. Introduction. 3. Body paragraph. 4. Development of ideas. 5. Level of thought. 6. Use of standard written English. 7. Style. 8. Use of documentation of sources. 9. Conclusion. In the first column, enter the name of the criterion. In the example I mentioned, the first criterion is thesis. The next 3 columns are where you define the levels of performance. By default, there are 3 levels to fit the idea of an assignment being average, below average, and above average. Within the level boxes, click the gray space that says Click to edit the level. A text box appears wherein you can enter a name for the level. For the thesis criterion, you may set levels such as 1. Specific, 2. Specific and original, 3. Specific, original, and contentiousness. Or you may have levels that simply state 1. Poor, 2. Average, 3. Good, 4. Excellent. For each of these levels, you get to set points that the student will be rewarded for reaching it. Enter a value for each of these levels. Say you give 0 points for poor, 10 for average, 20 for good, and 30 for excellent. These numbers are the exact number of points the student will be rewarded and do not represent a range from which to choose. So if you mark an assignment excellent, exactly 30 points are rewarded. No more, no less. To further refine the way you grade an assignment, you may add more levels. To add a level, click the Add Level button seen at the end of the row. On clicking the button, a new level box is added. Name the level and allocate points to it as explained earlier. To delete a level, click the red-colored cross that you find in the level box you wish to delete. With that, you have added a criterion. To add another criterion, click the Add Criterion button seen right below the row you just completed and follow the process all over again. To delete an entire criterion, click the red-colored cross next to the name of the criterion in the first column. Before you save the rubric, you get to further refine the grading experience for both the instructor and the student. First is a drop-down that asks you to set the order in which the various levels should appear. By default, the level with the lowest points appears first, and the other levels appear along the row in the ascending order of their points. If you wish to reverse the order, you may choose from the drop-down the option that says Descending by Number of Points. To change the order back to its default setting, click the option Ascending by Number of Points. Next, we have 4 more setting options. 1. The first one reads Display points for each level during evaluation. Click the checkbox given alongside to allow the evaluator to view exactly how many points are associated with each level. 2. The second option reads, Display points for each level to those being graded. Click the checkbox given alongside to allow the students to view exactly how many points are associated with each level. 3. The third option reads, Allow grader to add text remarks for each criterion. Click the checkbox given alongside to allow the evaluator to add a brief explanation of each criterion. 4. The fourth option reads, Show remarks to those being graded. Click the checkbox given alongside to allow the student to view remarks an instructor may add to a criterion. You are now done with setting up a rubric. Right at the bottom of the screen are 3 buttons: Save, Save as Draft, and Cancel. Click the Save button. And that concludes this lesson.